Hello, my name is Kristen Morrison, and I will be talking about abortion today. So, abortion is a very controversial topic because there are many reasons why someone would get an abortion, but there are many reasons not to. There are many alternatives to getting an abortion that you can choose from, and also there are many negative side effects and outcomes that come along with getting an abortion. Getting an abortion is a decision that could potentially be made by anyone, like throughout their lifetime. So I believe it is a topic that people should be well informed on. Abortion is the process of deliberately terminating a human pregnancy. So my first topic today will be about the baby within the womb. Studies on the development of a baby within the womb show that the spinal reflex begins to develop in the 8th week. The spinal cord begins developing and is mostly created within the first trimester, so this is a really crucial time during the pregnancy. While it is still developing along with the rest of the body, the nerves that are in place can detect pain and other reactions. While the brain is still developing, the baby may not have the capacity to have memories or remember the pain, but they do feel physical pain when it occurs. Procedures done by prenatal nurses and doctors show that babies have reactions at the 15th week mark. They may need to draw blood or perform other procedures while a baby is in the womb, and the baby reacts to being poked and prodded. So some of these procedures might be, for example, would be drawing blood. And when a baby is feeling pain, it presents these reactions such as clenching its fists, kicking, or swatting at wherever it hurts, trying to get away from the pain when it's happening. These examples are the baby feeling pain, and so this shows that when an abortion takes place, the baby does feel pain. My second point will be about some other thoughts and policies supporting anti-abortion. One major problem in having abortion not regulated is the overuse of it. So some women tend to use abortion as a form of birth control. According to the Centers of Disease, 8.6% of abortions in 2014 were performed on women who had already had 3 or more previous abortions. 45% of those were undergone by women who had already had at least 1 abortion. Another way women or families may use abortion for unethical reasons is by aborting a child or a baby that presents genetic abnormalities. For example, many people do not like the idea of having a baby with Down syndrome. According to an interview done by ABC News, Suzanne states that children born with Down syndrome has decreased by 15% since 1989 to 2005. That's a very large decrease in a specific population. Her study survey shows that 80% of women would choose to abort a baby if it showed that if its genetic abnormalities showed to be Down syndrome. One more argument is the use of the Sixth Amendment. So for those who say that babies, once they are conceived, they form their own their own DNA and their own genetic makeup, and so they would consider this to be murder. Many people are unable to give birth as well, and so they depend on those who have able bodies to give birth and put babies up to adoption. So this is one of the alternatives that women or families could choose to revert to instead of abortion, because then this would provide families with the children they need or want when they are not able to produce them on their own. This also would not require the woman to take care of the baby at all. Simply, she would have to carry it to term and give birth, and that would be all. My final point will be about the side effects of having an abortion. An abortion can cause many mental side effects on the woman who had the procedure done. 1 in 3 women who have had an abortion reported having psychological side effects. Some of these can be depression, abnormal eating habits, and fear of ability to conceive in the future. According to a study published in the Irian Journal of Psychiatry, decreased self-esteem was present in 43.7% of respondents who had had an abortion, along with 39.5% had terrible nightmares, and finally 33.3% regretted getting an abortion. That is a very high percentage of people that regret having an abortion. Another negative side effect is the physical dangers that come along with the abortion. According to the American Pregnancy Association, having an abortion can lead to further health problems such as causing infections and damage to the cervix. Another danger is the process of having an abortion procedure done. Some examples are a bad reaction to any medicine that is given, an incomplete abortion, which may lead to the need for surgery later on, and then possibly heavy and prolonged bleeding, which can obviously cause damage if you lose too much blood. Getting an abortion has its obvious effects on the baby within the womb, but it also has the negative ones that I discussed today. There are so many reasons and policies of why someone would choose not to get an abortion, and finally, an abortion may cause many negative side effects. Overall, abortion is a difficult decision that should only be made in extraneous circumstances. And when you are able, the carrying woman should revert to other options, such as adoption. Thank you. That is all.